Okay, hello everyone. Hello to our gear friends. This is Women's Gear Index. So we are three women who are passionate about trail running and gear who are trying to bring women's voices to the gear review world. And we have officially decided as of 5 minutes before this recording that the official name for all of the episodes of this moving forward will be Gear Gabs. So this is where we gab about gear and about our training and about gear we're loving, gear we're testing, gear we're still reaching for, and yeah, just what's going on with us. So for today, we are going to talk about how we're doing, and our focus for this episode is sports bras. So we have a nice big stack of sports bras that we got, and we've all been running in for the past 2 months now. So we're going to share our thoughts. Annie and Rachel will do a little wrap up of their Canyons gear predictions, and then we'll talk about, what's coming next. So yeah, how's it going, guys? Annie, how's training?
Yeah, training is going well. Got out for a nice trail run with Rachel over in Jackson today. So, for those of you that are newer to the pod, we do have a lot of new gear friends, by the way, because we got so many new followers from the Some Work All Play podcast. Thanks a lot, David and Megan, for the shout out. We so appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I'm based in Teton Valley, Idaho, and Rachel is over in Jackson, Wyoming, in Wilson. And so, yeah, we get to run together. Rebecca, we wish you were there. But
Just
you
in
were
Oakland.
there
Yeah.
in spirit.
And I'm there in spirit. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. I think on the last time that we recorded, I was dealing with like a little issue with my lower leg, which has been like something I've dealt with for like 5 years. I'm sure people can relate to just having little things that kind of pop up and just continue to pop up. But I do think that I'm making some really solid progress on figuring out like certain things that are making it better and certain things that are making it worse. So I've been doing a lot of foot exercises and like toe yoga lately, and my feet are feeling very strong. So yeah, but training is getting better. It was like a kind of low period there for a couple weeks, which really I do okay in those periods. I find plenty of things to do. Like I redecorated my house with just things in my house. I just moved them around. So
Nice.
yeah, redecorated is the right word. But anyways, so training has been good. It's been really nice to be back on trails and like starting to build up a little bit because it is already May, and I feel like
Oh my
we're going to
gosh.
be all in Europe in at UTMB week in like no time. So I got to get my ass
That's
in gear.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up with me. But you guys have been like racing and doing all kinds of fun things,
Yeah,
and
Rachel ran a half marathon.
I
How was that,
know.
Mhm.
Rachel?
I ran the race to Roby Creek in Boise, Idaho, which was really fun. It's like a huge race. I thought it was a couple hundred people, but it's like 2,000 people. It
Wow.
sells out within 10 minutes. So it's super popular. It's got a little bit of like it starts on pavement and then it goes into dirt road climbing. So it's climbing for 8 miles and descending for 5. Um, like 2,000, just over 2,000 feet. So yeah, it was really fun. Half marathons aren't necessarily my vibe, just because they're so short, which sounds crazy, but I committed to doing shorter stuff at the beginning of the year, um, or like at least in spring until doing longer stuff in the summer and fall. So yeah, it was really fun. Should I talk about what I wore?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Always. Okay, so I wore the Prodigio Pros and I was really like I'm looking at pictures of people on this race and they're wearing a lot of people wear road super shoes. And I so I had this kind of like battle in my head of like, do I wear road super shoes? I'm not really loving like I have some, but they're on there, they're like dead essentially. And I had another pair that it's newer, but I didn't really try the Hoka Cielos X3, and I didn't trust them running downhill fast, especially
Mm.
because there had been a little snow on course, but it melted, but I was a little bit concerned of like mud.
Yeah.
Um so I didn't trust them. So I was like, I'm gonna wear the Prodigio Pros from La Sportiva. And it was like I had zero regrets. Never once was I like, I wish I was in a Rose Super shoe, which was a really good
Mm.
feeling because I love that shoe.
Yeah.
Um, even on pavement, I was like, this feels really good, which is
Mhm.
kind of a surprise because they have pretty solid lugs. Like the tread on the
Mhm.
bottom is I would choose that for a really muddy run or like just after rain.
Mhm.
And so it was cool to see those shoes perform. And I'm very much someone that would have if I had any doubts in my head, I would have been like, man, I should have worn a road super shoe. I would have been so much faster. And I didn't feel
Mhm.
that way at all. So it performed really well on the pavement. The downhill was like so good. I just felt
Mm.
so solid in them. And like, yeah, it was a dirt road, but it was pretty steep in some sections. And I just felt like you could blast down the hill and have it felt really good. Like it was really responsive. The cushion was super nice. And so yeah. Anyways, love those shoes. Great decision.
A great choice.
Yeah.
And then I
Those
wore
are
the Pinnacle RD shorts from Janji, which are not released yet, but they should be coming out soon.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
we need to get a date for that, but I forgot my belt and they had a ton of water on course, but I just
Yeah.
don't like the idea of not having water on me. So I actually was able to put a soft flask in the back of the shorts and like
Mhm.
they have little cinches on the back and had no issues, like
Yeah.
no bounce. Yeah, it was
The
impressive.
shorts are great. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. And then I wore
I think
the
we've all been wearing those shorts a lot and really liking them. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
those
great to
shorts are
hear.
so good. Also, I thought that RD stood for race division. It does not. It stands for research and development. I just learned this from
Oh,
Think
great.
Spin at Single Track. So yeah,
No,
the race
It's like
not
R
race.
and D.
I thought
Yeah.
it was race
It's
Or
not race division. Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
just
see.
which
Yeah, good.
makes more sense because they do feel like a very like I think race division. I think half marathons on roads, like race, like I don't know, but these, yeah, they feel like a very like trail specific. They have like the pole,
Mhm.
like the little tab
yes.
for cinching your
Mhm.
poles,
So much
and
Mhm.
storage.
so much storage.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
shorts are so comfortable. I love them. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that they worked in a pinch when you didn't have your belt, and it seems like maybe even worked better than a belt
It was just
potentially.
nice to have, and then
Yeah.
I guess I put all my gels in there too, yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else, and I
Love
wore the
that.
Janji long bra, which is really kind of like more of a
Nice.
crop, I would say,
Nice.
but
Mhm.
so I was kitty out in Janji, um,
Nice.
I just it worked,
Yeah.
and yeah, I carried probably 4 gels and a bottle,
And
and there's
crushed
Okay,
it. Yeah.
I have I have to ask though, what gels did you use?
Enervit.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Rebecca,
okay. Oh my
have you
gosh.
tried the Enervit
I
gels?
haven't. My
They're
husband
so
my
good.
husband gets some because I feel like because he's like a cyclist too. So
Mhm.
I feel like
Yeah, it's
the
Tade's gel.
crossover is happening.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I had one today because I only brought 2 gels and then was driving over to Jackson, was like, "I need a 3rd gel." And so I asked Rachel to bring one, and she brought the mango, and it is, like, amazing. I
Yeah.
love
it tastes like
anything.
real mango.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good. Which is sad because, when Victus was doing that big sale back in, like, January, Rachel convinced me to buy, like, 85 Victus gels, and
Oh
I
my
It
gosh.
was so bad.
so
They
I'm
have like
so
300 milligrams of sodium in each one.
Oh
Um,
wow. So it's a lot. For
Too
most
much.
people. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Too much.
too
For a lot of
much.
people, that's probably too much.
Too
Yeah.
much. Like if you're trying, there was a
Mm.
time
I could
when
take
we
a
first,
probably. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. When I like first bought them, that was all I brought because I was like, okay, I don't need electrolytes, and I would take like 2 an hour, and my stomach would it would
It
expand.
was not good.
It was unwell. I
Okay.
can't do it. I pawned them off on my partner. I made him actually buy
Yeah.
them off of me.
Oh, wow.
Great.
That's
It's only
impressive.
fair. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm like trying to convince my husband to let me buy more Enervit gels, even though our pantry is completely full of. I have like a ton of Science and Sport that I got ahead of
Yeah.
Terrawera, and that now I'm like, but we also need the Enervit gels because they're so good.
Good.
So yeah,
40
You
grams
got
of
to get them
carbs.
before they're sold out. Don't they sell out pretty frequently? The
I
feed
think they
too.
do.
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet, but I wouldn't be surprised because Swap is talking about them. So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if like the mango, which is the flavor that I got, based off the SWAT
Probably
podcast.
the best flavor. Yeah.
It's funny because the way that I think about the packaging is, do you remember when you were in like middle school and you went to the mall and there are these big GMC stores with like the big protein jugs?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I think of when I see the Enervit gels, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like this gel looks like kind of
They
sus
look scary.
and
Yeah.
like scary. Like I'm like, what's
Mhm.
it? But then yeah, so Tadej Pogacar, which is like one of the best cyclists,
Cyclist.
if not the best cyclist in the world right now, uses them.
Mhm.
So I
And
was like, I could probably use them.
wasn't the mango like his secret flavor? That like you would buy it and it was like buy Tade's secret flavor gel
Yeah.
and like okay, we don't know what flavor it is, but yeah, it it sounded great and it tastes so good. So yeah. So
Okay.
well, glad to hear that you had, and it sounded like you just had a really fun time at your race, Rachel.
Yeah.
Like that's, I think it's awesome to find that like spark and just like fun and flow. So I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, very fun. Fun and flow is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Nice. So what's new
That's
out
great.
in Oakland, Rebecca?
Oakland is having, well, right now it's gloomy, but it's otherwise been spring. So a lot of the wildflowers are blooming. I'm going up to run on my favorite wildflower trails up here, which is great. I think this is like April and May, it's like my favorite time of year to run after work, actually, because like a lot of times in the morning it'll be like kind of overcast and like foggy and gross, but after work it's really sunny and nice, and then I get to sleep in and still get my run in. So I love that. But otherwise, I did the Miwok 100K relay yesterday with some of my friends here, and it was super fun. It was a really overcast day, which was like great for the 100K runners. And then after, for the relay runners, there's 4 segments in the relay. It's a 25, 26 miles. So the first one is the longest, and then 9.5, 13, and 14. And I did the second leg. And for folks who are familiar with the Marin Trails, the second leg starts in Tennessee Valley and then it goes up to Pirates Cove, and then it goes down the stairs of Pirates Cove, and then you go like a little up, and then you get down into Muir Beach, and then you just run uphill all the way to Cardiac. So it's the shortest leg, but it has like 2,400 feet of climbing, and there's probably like only a couple hundred feet of descent. So I did
Oh,
that yesterday.
Brutal. I mean, even like
Yeah,
the descent into like when you start into Pirates
I
Cove and
hate
go
going into
down,
Pirates
it's
Cove. Yeah.
not like you're not flowing, that's for
It's not
sure.
nice. It's not nice. Yeah. And last year I did the full 100K, and it was like I was like walking down Pirates Cove, because it's like
yeah.
you're at mile like 28 at that point, 29, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of like I don't want to go down. There's stairs, it's like stairs, and the stairs are like the wood with the dirt kind
Oh,
of in them,
God.
and then all of it's uneven, and so like last year and even this year too, like going down the stairs, I couldn't really get into like a little quick step. Like my calves were not feeling, after like doing the mile uphill to then go downhill, my calves were like not feeling very nice, like trying to tiptoe on the stairs.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's broken up kind of nice, because you go, it like everything is kind of broken up into 2 mile chunks, and there's like an aid station halfway through. So I just got some diluted Roctane and a banana from the aid station, because my legs were already kind of cramping. And like took a bunch of I've been getting those little salt stick chews
Oh, those are
in the
good.
green apple flavor, because they taste like sweet tarts. So then I just kept taking like a bunch of those as I was running up to Cardiac. And it was super fun, and I'm glad it felt good. It was like a good, like moderate, hard, long run for me, and that was great. And everybody who I ran with was just like, we were all there to have a good time. The Our first leg runner, she like blasted. She ran so fast for the first 25 miles, and I was like warming up still, and she like got to the trade the
Wow.
like handoff point, and I was like running back, and I like saw her standing there, and I was like, you told me you were gonna get here at this time. And she was early, but I was like, it's okay, we're not in a rush, like you just ended your run and I'm just gonna start my run, and so that's fine. Yeah, it was great. And then we got to like crew everybody and drive around and like see so many friends. And I really want to give a shout out to Miwok 100K, and Magda is the RD now, and like her and the people she do like such a good job of putting on that race. Like really get a lot of runners out there, and the relay has like seems like it's really helped people like helps like ultras be more approachable for people.
Mhm.
And they worked with the Miwok tribe, or like the native people of the land. And so we got like all little like bracelets that were made from abalone that the tribe had like donated to the race. And we got like pamphlets on like, this is the history of the land, and this is like, um, you know, how you would say certain things in the native indigenous language. So it's like just such a cool experience. And I think if you want to do 100K in May, Miwok is a really good one, and it is a states qualifier, and I think you get stones too.
And
It
beautiful.
just has like a really intense cut. Like the cutoff time is 15 and a half hours.
Hmm.
Or like normally it's like a 17 or 18
Yeah,
hours, and it's because
pretty
of the
fast.
trail permits. So
Mm.
so if you want to, be in there, it's a really, really good race. So I would definitely recommend. And I did wear the Cascadia Elites for that
Nice.
race, and they felt great on the uphill.
Hmm.
Like could definitely feel the plate in there, but they're still like, I think my problem sometimes with shoes is that they're still too the stack height is too tall for
Right.
me. I don't really like higher stack heights, especially going downhill. So
Mhm.
this is fine because I was like, well, I don't have a lot of downhill. I just have to like get through Pirates Cove. But like I really like a lower stack height for if I had to run down
Mhm.
like a lot of technical trail. And they are still like a little tight on my feet.
Mhm.
Even just going uphill, like where my feet, I was like, well, I'm going to wear these because even though they're kind of tight, I'm just going uphill. So I'm not going to my toes won't push down too much, but I still had some little toe sensitivity
Mhm.
this morning. So I would still recommend ordering a half size up if you can in those, if you're looking
Mhm.
at those. And I wore the John G. RD bra,
Oh,
Oh,
which
nice.
just under, like just as a normal bra. And it was actually great because it goes up high, like the seams are really flat. So I really liked it as just like a normal sports bra that maybe you're not
Mhm.
using like the pockets for. I just think it
okay.
was really nice, especially when it was like wet and it's like misty and wet. So it's just like it's a lightweight bra that'll just like stick to your body. It's not uncomfortable. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Nice.
it was a great day.
Well,
A great day.
that
But
sounds amazing.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing. I feel like Miwok is not a race I have like a ton of familiarity with, so it's nice to hear a little bit more about it. And it sounds like
Yeah.
you did such a good job of like integrating it with the lands and the
Hmm.
people, and like really I also really like, yeah, races that help make ultras feel more accessible to people
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
relays too. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
they do a great job. They partner with this org called Tierra Libre, and they like get re- uh, like racers or runners from brown and black backgrounds, or from like all kinds of diverse backgrounds, whether you're like non-binary or anything like that. So yeah, they do a really good job making it approachable and inclusive. And Magda is just like the sweetest person ever. So you know she's putting a lot of care into that.
Yeah.
And just an OG.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, that's awesome. I am stoked. It sounds like, yeah, a great weekend. And I do feel like we need to address the elephant in the room, the WRD in the
Oh
room.
yeah.
um,
All of the W are, well, not me, but
yeah, I bet. Oh yeah, not quite.
in
But
spirit. Yeah.
so, I want to just like give a huge shout out because I have not taken off this sweatshirt that
Mhm.
Rabbit sent us. So they sent us the sweatshirts and the tees from their women's race division line. And this sweatshirt is so incredibly comfortable. I am obsessed. I haven't taken it off like all week. Yes,
Could
and
see the
that,
back of Rachel's. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
the, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's. Oh, you can't see.
I
Um,
Yeah.
also I just took that sweatshirt off to put it in the wash because I had worn it
Yeah.
every single day since um we got them.
And
But
I don't have my sweatshirt because I spilled something on it and I have to wash it. So
But
I'm
you
wearing our women's gear index shirt,
which is
but I
also
didn't
a
put on the
great
shirt yet.
tee. If
Yeah.
anybody is looking for a boxy crop and wants to support Women's Gear Index, reach out and we can get you set up with a tee in our next t-shirt order.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving the women's race division line from Rabbit and just like really comfortable. I will say so the sweatshirt is comes in at $85, which I was like, for a sweatshirt, that's a high price point. But then when you
Yeah.
consider that Lululemon sweatshirts, they have like plain cotton sweatshirts that run in like the $120 range. I think that this sweatshirt is far superior. It's like
Mhm.
stretchy, so it actually has a little bit of polyester, I think, in it, and like maybe some spandex. But so
Mhm.
it just has like a stretch, and it's so comfortable. I love it so much. So that I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Rabbit, who has been one of our like best partners since Women's Gear Index launched, and they've just been super supportive to us. And wanted to say a huge
Yeah.
thank you.
It's a great sweatshirt. And it's a little lighter than those Lululemon ones. If you're looking for one that's like a little lighter weight, it's got the nice drop shoulder. Yeah.
Yes.
A good
Yeah,
crop. Yeah.
it kind of has like
Anybody with a short torso, you would love this sweatshirt.
mhm. Yeah. Anyways, I just had to. I was like, oh wow, Rachel's wearing the tee. I'm wearing the sweatshirt. Rebecca's got
Yeah.
our tee on.
In spirit, I'm wearing the sweatshirt.
Totally. Um, well, for today, so Rebecca mentioned we've been testing bras for months, and I would just like to hear how everybody's bra testing, just like, how did it go? What were your thoughts? Because I will say, and I put this in a Strava caption a few weeks ago, but I was like, bra testing might be harder than shoe testing, and I stand by that. It was very
Yeah.
challenging for me,
Yeah.
the bra testing. So, yeah, I would love to hear how just like overarching thoughts on like how bra testing went for you guys.
I think it was fun. Like, it was fun for me. Like, also because all of us have had like various sports bras for like years and years now. So I think it was nice to have some newer bras to test and like maybe think about or notice any differences. But I think for me personally, I tried to wear all of them for at least like one long run and one workout and then like some
Mhm.
daily runs. But all of these have gone through a long run and a workout. So
Yeah,
that was
I would
great.
echo
Yeah.
that. I would say there's definitely some that I like more than others. That I would grab for more than others. I'm coming from like this is the um this is my safety bra.
Oh, yeah.
This is like every race
Your
and
emotional
be like
support.
7 year, gosh, 8 years at this point, 9 years. Oh wow. Um, it's been a while. And so this bra, it's really simple. Like this is it. There's nothing. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're shocked that I left the tag on for 9+ years,
Yeah, I cannot believe that.
I think about it every time I put it on.
That's
And
horrifying.
you're like and you're like, "I can't part with it now."
It's actually so ridiculous now that I'm holding it up. I think about it every single time I put the bra on. I haven't
Wow.
worn it in a while. I actually had to find it. I had to dig it out because it's moved to the bottom, which says a
Yeah.
lot about
Yeah.
um the bras that we got. I mean, gosh, we got so many, and so it was really hard to not have favorites that you're reaching for. But the sad thing sunk to the bottom. But I'm not
Yeah.
ready to let go. I'll keep it. But I can confidently say that I can race in different bras now, which is super
Mhm.
exciting.
Yeah. So
Totally.
I actually did let go of my official emotional sport bra,
Wow.
but I
How
have
do you
its
feel?
sister,
Oh,
which is
what?
the same bra in a different color that I got like 2 years after. So this is a
Close
Solomon. They don't even
relative.
make this bra anymore. It's the same exact bra in a different
That was
color,
Solomon
except for
Headache.
they changed this in the first bra. It was just one piece, and
Oh
that
yeah.
then it turned into three, and that it would start chafing me. That's why the original
Oh,
one
that's
was so
so
good.
weird.
Yeah, because there's
'Cause I
just like
remember the
three
original
friction
one,
points. Yeah,
and
they're
that
so
was
great.
when Solomon was making, like, the hottest gear.
Yeah.
Like the
Mhm.
S-Lab shorts
Everybody had S-Lab
in
shorts
pink, blue, they made a purple,
and
and then they
black.
had a black,
Yeah.
and no liner. anyways, I could
Oh,
talk about
No, like you had
some
to get the
for a
separate
long time.
liner.
Yeah.
Okay, Annie, which one's yours?
well,
Let's
so
see the
my
old one.
yeah, when our friends at Title IX told us that we needed to part ways with our emotional support bras, I felt like very stressed out about it. So I
It
am
was so
glad that
great.
well, I
Yeah,
was apparently it is like important for like breast health, like to keep, supporting your boobs and like not having
that makes sense. Yeah.
but
But what about
um
our mental health?
yeah, exactly.
What
I
about that?
know. But yeah, my emotional support bra was the Patagonia Barely There bra. I got this in 2019, I think. So yeah, I've had it for like 7 years.
Wow.
And I'm definitely like I'm smaller chested, so I really don't, and you'll see like in the bras that I liked, I really don't like a lot of support. And
Hmm.
I don't like a lot of compressions, as you can see. This has like
It's
literally
barely there,
Yeah,
it
truly.
is barely
it
there.
it is barely there.
I think I texted you guys while we were testing bras and was like, if I didn't have to wear a bra, like I would be down to just not, but I know that I need
Yeah.
to. But like I was like, maybe I should develop like running pasties that just like or like running bra tape or something
You
along.
just KT tape them.
I know I could do
Just a
that.
little,
I'm
just a
like,
little lift.
that's how little support I feel like
Yeah,
I need for my girls. So yeah, that
because
was
we're
my
blessed, blessed for runners. Not, yeah, so, yeah.
yeah, so that was my emotional support bra, the Barely There. But I did find some bras that have actually, yeah, they've also pushed the Barely There bra off to the
Hmm.
side, and really excited to chat through our top picks and things that we loved. So this was for months of testing. I will say the one thing that was like surprisingly, it was hard testing bras because sizing was a little challenging across the brands.
Hmm.
And I think just being like totally honest, like it was challenging, like putting on a bra and like that feeling of just like coming down, being super tight and like not
Hmm.
fitting at all in the way that you want. Like there were definitely some days where I was just like, oh, this is hard. And yeah, I really did want to retreat back to my Barely There bra, but we really did find, I know we all found bras that we're really
Yeah.
excited about. So I don't know. I think like overarching like theme is just, give yourself some grace as you test out bras too, because it it's not easy. And I think like I just think back to when I was like 13 trying on bras, like 12 or 13, being like trying on bras at Victoria's Secret and how like traumatizing that was because they always cinched the straps down like super tiny and like
Mm.
you would put them on
Yeah.
and they never fit. And it was just like, why is this like meant to be like such a challenging kind of process for women? Like we all have to wear bras and you just make it like kind of hard. But I think
Yeah.
yeah, the folks at Title IX were really helpful in kind of guiding us along the way. And I'm just happy to have found some that were a good fit. But,
Yeah.
if you're out there looking for a bra, give yourself a little bit of grace if the process isn't as easy as it, as it comes, because it's hard.
I think on that note too, Title IX was great because we acknowledge that we're not like we don't represent a vast majority of sizes. And so like most of us are between a small and a medium, depending on the brand, depending
Hmm.
on how we personally like to fit. Everybody is so different. And so we also asked our friends at Title IX to do a write up for us that we'll post on our Substack when all this content drops this week. But it's
Hmm.
if you are someone who is like, okay, this is really good feedback, but like your body is not similar to my body. And so I don't know if I can trust it. Um,
Hmm.
I think, yeah, everybody's bodies are so different, but Title IX did a whole write up about like different chest sizes from
Hmm.
people that work there. And so it's hopefully will be a really good resource no matter
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah. And
And
different.
if you're near, oh, sorry, Annie.
No, no, go ahead. I think you were going to say
Okay,
it's
we're
some.
thinking the same thing. Yeah, if you live near a Title IX like brick and mortar store, they have like really amazing support. Obviously, they have a ton of sports bras you can try on, and they will help you with fitting, like those good old Victoria's Secret
See.
bra fitting days that probably
I think
most young girls went through in various shades of embarrassment.
well, like, I think my guess is that it's probably a much more fun experience than
Yeah,
hanging out with the Title IX bra experts.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I would also say, yeah, I think Rachel, you made a good point of like even all three of us have different preferences. Like I
Yeah.
think there are certain bras that, or I guess maybe we could just get going and kind
Yeah.
of each share like some quick thoughts because we're already 30 minutes in somehow. So we can each share, some yays, nays, hot takes, quick thoughts. I can just hold up bras
Yeah.
and we could go from there, or I can go in the order. We can go in the order that we have it written down in our nice notes. And before I do that, still shout out one more time. On top of Title IX, we did also get bras from Rabbit, On, and Oiselle. So again, thank you to folks there who sent us bras and yeah, helped us really make this more comprehensive. So to start off, we have the Brooks Luxe bra. This is like a longer fitting bra. There's a back pocket, but no side pockets. I think Rachel and I both got this one. Did you
Yeah,
get it
love
in
it.
purple too? Or is yours
No,
a different color?
mine's
Okay,
teal.
yours is blue. Okay,
Um,
great.
I love this bra.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it's luxe bra, softer fabric.
Yeah.
I
Thick.
It's thick. Yeah, yeah. So I think of this bra as the perfect workout bra where I'm like, I did a lot of my workouts on the treadmill this winter. And so when I want to feel fast, sometimes I take my shirt off and just run a sports bra. And this fits a little bit longer on me, like mid rib, not like
Hmm.
crap, but kind of mid rib, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just fits perfect. It's so comfortable for a workout, or I would say like up to maybe 90 minutes. If it's not too hot. If it's hot,
Hmm.
and maybe Rebecca, maybe you've
Yeah.
tested it in hotter
Yeah.
conditions, but if it's hot, it's luxe material, so it's not like it's not breathable. Um, yeah, you get sweaty in this thing, but it looks good. I think it feels really good for a workout or like running. I took my shirt off when I got hot on a 60-minute run, and yeah,
Hmm.
it's great. I really like it.
Yeah, agree. Other note, size up. Rachel and I
Yeah,
both got
medium
mediums and they fit like even the medium felt like a little snug. So definitely maybe like something about the Luxe fabric makes it fit tighter. It's also like double lined. And yeah, we none of us like bra pads, so we took the bra
removed.
pads out of like everything. These did come with removable bras. Yeah, you'll see Annie holding up a giant stack of bra pads.
Yeah.
Um,
This was
I
actually third. So I chose my top 3, and this was number 3 for
okay,
me.
that was three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still TBD on this.
Should we
Okay,
go
sorry.
through like each of us just go through like our top 3 maybe, and then we can like if we each have, if they line up, we can jump in with
Yeah.
takes. Rachel, do you want to, since you already listed that one as
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
top 3, you want to go with number 2?
This is number 3 for me. So number
Okay.
2 is the Oiselle Classic bra. As you can see, it is very similar to my North Face bra. I really like a
Hmm.
simple sport bra. Like
Hmm.
when I think of a sports bra, this is what I think of. And yeah, I think I got this in a size 6. So it fits pretty well, like loose in some areas, but overall it fits well for me. I think finding a bra that fits like my shoulders, everything is a little bit difficult. I would say like I could fit in a 4 too, but it would be more of a compressed feeling and I prefer
Yeah.
the 6.
Hmm.
The reason this is number 2 and not number 1 is because it's a little bit thicker fabric for me. It's it's double lined. Um, but it's super breathable, super comfy. I've worn it on very long runs. I've worn it on workouts, and like easy shakeouts. So kind of worn it on everything.
Hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I'll jump in just with this was my number 1 bra, so the Oiselle Classic
Awesome.
bra. I absolutely love this bra. I think one thing, just if you're thinking about like recommendations that come from me, is I definitely think I'm like a little bit wider, just a tiny bit wider in the shoulders than, and I normally wear a small, but bras were tricky because I think I am a little bit wider, but I have a small chest. So it was like hard sometimes to find things that fit both in the correct way. And so, yeah, I think this bra really, really comfortable and like stretchy through the shoulders. And there was no like digging in. I really don't like it when bras, like if I feel any bit of like digging or just like tightness through like the armpit area, I'm out. It's like a hard pass from me. So this bra just really fit well throughout those areas. And then again, like I get back to like the compression feel. I really just loved how this was not a super like there wasn't a lot of compression for this bra, but it was supportive. So it's like supportive, not too much. I felt like I could breathe. So big fan of this bra. This is just awesome.
Okay, so number 1 for Annie and number 2 for Rachel is the Oiselle Classic Bra. Annie, do you want to do your third or your first? Third. Let's go third.
Okay, so my third bra, not to be all strange, but
Yeah.
is this is the Beyond. Wait, no, this is
No,
the oh my gosh,
the Wanna Sweat.
the Wanna Sweat bra,
Let me
which
see who makes
was
it.
from Title IX. I think this is a collab with like Samantha Chang and what is the other? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'll look it up. But I do really like this bra for like easy runs. It honestly mimics the Patagonia Barely There bra in a lot of ways, but it does have adjustable straps, which is nice. So you can kind of like, sometimes I like to tighten things up or loosen things up just depending on like the time of month too. So I am really enjoying the Wanna Sweat bra, racerback bra from Title IX.
Okay, I also got that bra and I'm also currently wearing it. Little peek. And this is like my honorable mention bra because I put it on and I'm like, actually I really like just wearing this like day to day. I'm like a bralette person too. Like I don't really like wearing things that like hook in the back because I don't know, it's just like a sensory thing. But for like long travel days too, like I had a trip to the East Coast last week for work and I was wearing it for a travel day. It was great wearing it for like a long day outside. I could have worn it like for the rest of the day at Miwok yesterday, but I chose a different bra instead. So, um, and also we'll probably end up wearing it for like a day where I go for like straight to the gym from work and then just like, putting a shirt on over it. So yeah, definitely great job Title IX on that collab.
Yes. Yeah, that is a
Um,
Title IX bra and big fan. I think one thing that's actually really nice about the Title IX website is that you can filter by like compression or filter by like activity level, and they really do a good job of like serving up recommendations. And so this was one that was recommended, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I've gone through my first and my third, and Rachel's gone through her third and her what?
Second.
And
Second. Okay.
um
And I haven't done any of mine technically.
But here,
None of my top 3.
I'm gonna finish mine. Okay,
Yeah.
so this
Yeah.
is my
Rachel, you
number
finish
one.
yours.
It's the Encore bra.
Also wearing it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing it, yeah, because I wore it for a 2.5-hour run today. It's similar to the North Face bra and the Oiselle bra. It's just lighter. It's less fabric. I had a hard time finding the fit. The small was a little bit too tight on my armpits, and the medium fits everything really well. It's a little like, I don't know, sometimes by the end of the run, it feels a little loose up here, but it doesn't bother me at all. And so I chose it because it's super lightweight. The material's just less, and that's what I want. I want a bra with less material. Um, yeah, the Encore bra, super simple.
And
That's
no
wrapped up.
padded inserts.
Zero.
Like
Zero padded
it's just
inserts.
like a little extra different kind of fabric on the inside,
Yeah.
which is super nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a great bra. It was my number 2. So I am I love it. It's really comfortable. It fits really well. But yeah, I think for me, I don't care. I do get sweaty. I'm like a pretty hot person, but I don't get too like I don't mind a little bit thicker of a material in
Mm,
my bras. It just isn't something I think about too much. So I that was
mm,
why it was a it sounds like Rachel and I are having like a competition between those two bras, the Oiselle and the On bra, but I
yeah.
really enjoyed it too. So it's
Okay.
great.
Yeah, this one was my number 3.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
for me, yeah, I really like the seam. Like, just the
Mhm.
seam is really nice. There's not
Yeah.
a lot of like, there's only this one seam, but it's pretty thick, so it doesn't like dig in at all. And I didn't really have issues chafing with it, but also like now I usually put on Aquaphor. Like, if I'm gonna wear a vest on top of a sports bra for a long run, I will put Aquaphor like around the band. Because I've had bad
Chafing.
experiences with chafing. But yeah, I really like this one too. And I stayed a small in this because I actually don't mind the compression a little more, and I didn't have issues with the fit. Like, once I put it on and after I wore it like a couple times, I was like, oh yeah, this is fine. But again, I'm very sweaty, and so I think when the bra gets wet and like fully sweaty, like it does, it gives a little more. So, and it's not that hard to take off. That's like kind of one of my things, because when a bra is, again, also full of sweat, it gets harder to take off. So points for the Encore bra is my number 3.
What are your
Nice.
what's 2 and
Yeah.
1?
Now it
Okay, so 2 is the Janji, the RD bra.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
love this bra.
Wow.
And I think what I'm learning about myself is I like when someone says this bra is for something, or like this product is for something, I'm like, no, I'm going to use it for this instead. Because the bra, like online, it's like, it's got a pocket here and it's got pockets on the side, and you can use it for like a race or a long run or whatever. And I'm like, I don't really care about the pockets at all. The thing that I like is there's no seam on the
Mhm.
inside,
It's so
so
soft.
it doesn't
It
chafe. Like,
is.
this
Yeah.
is
I mean,
amazing.
the
And it's
material's great.
high up. And it's high up. So I wore this yesterday for me walk, and it was like I was like fully wet by the end of it from all the mist and sweat. No
Mhm.
chafing. I didn't even Aquaphor yesterday. I forgot. And like, I didn't have any problems. And it's just a really nice light fabric. And
Yeah.
I actually liked the size small. I think we all tried out the small and medium. The medium is like a little too loose on the top for me,
Yeah.
but the small is great. And I didn't have a hard time taking it off either.
Can I say
Great.
my
Yeah.
beef?
Yeah.
It's
What's your
called a
beef?
crop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
The
not
naming.
crop.
It's called a crop bra, and it's far from crop.
This is
It
a long bra. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, and then this is our Brooks, also long
Yeah,
bra. These are the same.
the
These
Brooks is
are,
longer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is definitely a long bra. And yeah, to be clear, we're not talking about crops. Crops are something that
Crops
go
are a
like
different
almost like to your
category.
belly button.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rachel, you wish that the bra was longer.
Well, if you're gonna call it a crop, it should be a crop, in my opinion. I don't feel like that's a hot take. I think that's just like a thing.
It's
Yeah.
just a naming
They
beef.
advertise it. It's like the RD Ultra Bra. And I think like you could put ice in here. This is the front.
Hmm.
You put ice in here. You
Yeah.
could put a gel in here. You could put a flask in the back pocket if you wanted to. Wouldn't be my use for it. I'd rather put honestly, I'd probably put ice in the back. If it
Yeah.
were me, if I were using this in a race where I wanted ice in my bra. Um,
Hmm. I
didn't
actually
make
do
me
think this
Yeah.
would probably be nice for like a road half or a road
Half
marathon too,
marathon.
if
Yeah.
you're, because it's also big enough to fit a bib on it.
Yeah.
Like,
This
that's so for people who are, maybe got marathons in the future. And I do think the pockets are nice for gels. So
yeah.
uh,
just wish
you're
it
not
was
This
like giving yourself skin or like scratches putting your gels in your bra, if anybody else has been there, by just
yeah,
sticking gels straight into your bra.
totally.
I think that yeah, I had a really hard time with this bra. I wanted to like it so much and like yeah, I just had a really hard time because the small was way too small. I was like, I couldn't get the small to like feel comfortable through the chest again. And like, I think it was a real bummer. And then the medium kind of fit through the chest, but was still surprisingly small for me through the chest and the like rib cage. And then
Mhm.
the actual cups were too big. So then I was like, wait, now I'm
Yeah.
sagging and I'm baggy up here and I'm a little tight through here. And it was just hard because I really wanted to like this bra. But I think it just,
It feels
again,
so nice
It's a high
it's
to
neck.
run in. Yeah.
yeah. And
I mean,
I
it
like,
looks like a crop with
Yeah.
no,
crop.
yeah, this is
Or
true.
it's crop too high. Sorry. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
stop.
But yeah, that one
Yeah.
was that. But I'm so glad that you like it. Can we, Rebecca, do you mind sharing like like normally when you go to like buy a bra, like what are you 34? What do you
I'm
wear?
at between a 34 or 36A, and I just like try on both to
Mhm.
see which is better. But yeah, sometimes I want it like a little tighter, and then sometimes I kind of just depends on how big the band is, I guess.
Yeah.
But this one, I think because it's not really like a specific band, like,
Mhm.
like a this. So like I didn't really, um, it didn't feel like too constricted. Well, I have like the extra kind of back, like I'm growing my muscles back there, doing my lat pull down. So like what I notice is like where a bra hits back here is like sometimes it's just below that part. And that's really annoying because then I can like
Yeah.
feel the back of my skin like coming over the bra. And I think that's kind of why I like this one too, because it's not so tight back there. And there's also this like really light meshy like
Mhm.
second layer here that I think keeps it really breathable. So
Great. Well,
kind
I'm
of
so glad
just
to
yeah,
hear that you like that bra because it was one that I
yeah,
really wanted to like, and I think it has so many great features
yeah.
and also yeah,
I don't
strong.
Yeah,
hate
if they make any other bras like in this fabric, or like whatever this fabric that they're using is, great. I don't know if this is the same fabric that they use for the long bra, Rachel. I don't have that one,
it's
but
not.
okay.
I mean,
Whatever this
yeah.
fabric is, I love it.
Um,
Okay,
uh,
Okay, but my
Rebecca,
number
wait, I
one.
want to hear number
me
one. Yeah.
too. Drum
Okay,
roll.
my number one is sweaty because I wore it today, but it is the Oiselle High 20 bra.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So this bra is not that different from the classic bra, but the straps are like just ever so skinnier and like thinner. Like there's not with the classic bra, there's like seams on both sides of this.
Mhm.
And with this one, there's a seam only on one side of it. So I don't like, it doesn't dig in up there. And then I like this nice ventilated
Mesh.
back.
It feels a little
And
lighter.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a little lighter, or maybe the fabrics are slightly different. But yeah,
Mhm.
I love it.
Great.
I have gotten a little chafing in it still, but that's fine. I just put Aquaphor. Like, it's still worth it. It's a very comfortable bra, and I don't notice it. Like, if I'm wearing it for like I think the longest I wore for was like 2.5 hours. So,
Can I really like that
yeah,
bra too.
yeah,
I'll say that. I would say that would be like my fourth pick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great bra.
Okay.
yeah.
Real quick, I would love to just go around and hear from everyone. Like, laundry is done, all of your clothes are clean, the A team is clean, the B team is clean. What are you guys reaching for first? I think we probably all know. So this will be like
Yeah,
our
my
our
number one, my core.
yeah. It's definitely the Wazelle classic for
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
So
And
great job, Oiselle. And I've also had some of the first
Like,
Oiselle bras. Yeah, like I have been a first time Oiselle, long
yeah,
time listener, long time
me too.
buyer of Oiselle bras. And like, yeah, I used to have, I think it was called like the Lesco bra, which was kind of similar to this one. But yeah, their fabrics have gotten a lot lighter. So if you haven't updated any of your bras in a while, the Oiselle ones are great.
awesome.
And we'll link all of these. So we'll come out with a Substack this week that will have like our go-tos and then honorable mentions in there with
Mhm.
with links for everyone, so you don't have to like keep track of what we said here.
Nope.
But we'll also post it in the show notes too, of just like
Okay.
links to our top three. Um,
Do we
Yeah.
want to do quick, like 1 to 2 sentences on the other bras that didn't make the cut, but just like
I
I don't
think
know,
we keep
we're like, it's fine.
I would love to just stay with the bras that we loved.
Ugh,
Yeah, we can put it under our
there's
honorable
so
mention.
many that were so close.
So many that were so close.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll put them in the Substack, and the honorable
Okay.
mentions will make their way
Mhm.
in there. But yeah,
Okay.
I am stoked on bras. It is so nice to have some new bras, ladies.
So
And
excited.
yeah, taking care of the girls.
Yeah.
Should we do a little bit of a Canyons revisit of our predictions?
Yeah.
Um, as
Yeah.
we wrap up here?
Yeah. So, last week was Canyon's 100K, and part of that was Rachel and I decided to share some predictions on gear, things that we expected to see happen throughout the race or at the finish line in terms of a gear. It was a little bit hard, I'm going to say, because there was no live stream. I'm just going to add to the chorus of people saying we need a live stream for every single golden ticket race. I could not believe that we were A, not watching a live stream, and B, using a pretty much defunct live tracker for the first like 6 hours. That was so frustrating. It's like, we deserve better as like, yeah, spectators of this sport. So it was a little hard, but
Of a UTMB race that is
Going
very
to
large. And yeah,
UTMB.
golden ticket race, you know.
yeah,
But we just did so we did like Rebecca was at a conference, and we kind of thought of this like Annie thought of it very last minute. And so we didn't. I think going forward we'll have all of us
here
in
we
it.
have-
Yeah.
Um,
I was like,
but
sorry, everybody. I'm talking about work-related things. It's
yeah,
very hard to think about canyons
we're like,
here
but
right
what
now.
about the gear?
yeah, yeah,
It's
you
like, I'm
need to just
talking about food
report
systems change here, you
Important
guys.
things.
Yeah.
what shoes are
Um,
going to be on the podium.
Yeah.
so we just kept it to the 100K, the golden ticket race. And we did 3 each. And so I'm going to say my 3, and then do you want to say your 3? Okay.
Yep.
So I said there will be the North Face, aka Zach Miller. Just gonna say, like, obviously by the North Face, I'm thinking Zach Miller. I said Brooks. So North Face shoes, Brooks shoes. I was thinking Will Murray, and then I said Hoka shoes, which I was thinking Adam Peterman or Hayden Hawks, which worked out pretty
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
So that was my first prediction of shoes being in like the top 5, I think I said, or like on the podium. And then my second one was that there will be a bright orange pair of shoes, aka the ACG Ultrafly, on the women's podium.
Yep.
And then that this is like overall, there will be more vests than belts, on the podium, mid pack, back of the pack.
Okay. Those were great. I think you were very smart because you kind of took your thoughts on how the race was going to shake out and then used that to inform your gear choices. Meanwhile, I was just throwing out things left and right. I'm like, you know what? We're going to see a East Peak ice bandana in the top 5 on both the men's and women's side. That was mine. And then my second one was that we would see a belt in the top 5 on the men's and women's side. And then my last one, what was my last one?
Speed
Oh,
Coat Sevens.
of course. How could I forget?
Oh, yeah. The
Speedo.
speed coat 7.
Okay, this is where again I'm just like I'm just spitballing ideas here. So
We have very
Rachel's really
different like
Yeah.
predictions.
Rachel's so methodical. She's thinking about the strategy of the race and the people there. And I'm like, I think we're going to see one pair of speed goats just in, top 10 men, top 10 women. We'll see a pair of speed goats. So, yeah, let's run through like what actually happened and how, how our
Yeah.
predictions held
So
up.
you're right. Like my theory was like, all right, like single track makes race predictions, right? Like who's going to be top 3 on the men's and women's side. So my thought process was like, this is my top 3 predictions, or like top 5 in my head. These shoes are going to be in the top 5, and that means that this person will be wearing it. I linked the shoe directly to the person
Smart.
or people I wanted to see on the podium, basically, and thought that they would be. So number 1 was almost correct. There were Hokas in the North Face, in the top 5, top 3, whatever. Unfortunately, Brooks did not make it.
Some
I'm
So
so sorry.
they've
yeah,
been having such a good run.
it
Yeah,
was it
Yeah,
was
it happens.
that's okay.
yeah, it's okay. Um, should I just go through my 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep going. Let's see how
Yeah.
you.
So, yeah, Riley Brady won the 100K. So it was awesome to see them on the podium and wearing bright orange shoes.
Yeah.
That was a check for me. Very
Yep.
nice.
Nice.
And then 3, there were more vests than belts. For sure.
Yes, that was a good bet, just given the crewing positions, like where people could
Mhm.
get through. And then yeah, I think you did that was thoughtful given the race.
I think I heard I don't know if it was single track or free trail that like you couldn't see your crew for the first 30 miles. It was something, maybe it wasn't 30, but it was like
What?
25.
Yeah.
It was something long.
A long
So in my
time.
head, I was like, you almost have to wear a vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, true because people wore belts, but
Yeah.
Depends
So
on where
yeah,
the aid stations were in between,
right.
like, or if it was 1 or 2 aid stations before you saw your crew.
Hmm.
totally.
Yeah.
And I think the last 16 miles, something around there, 14 to 16 miles, you don't get to see crew. So that is also really important because
Mm.
that last section, you're wanting to carry all of your own fuel and stuff just to make sure you don't lose the race because of something dumb. So
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm looking at yours because of just your investigations. So
What was that?
you had to investigate your choices.
Mine was really hard I did a lot of research and I was looking at people's Stravas. Okay, so we'll start with my first one, which was the East Peak Ice Bandana. I did get that correct. There were 2 East Peak Ice Bandanas, one on the top 5 on the women's side and one on the top 5 on the men's side. I was so stoked. Also East Peak just came out with a Ice Bandana V2. But I think
Yeah.
we just saw the
Goes
V1.
the ice goes around your neck.
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pins, right?
No, we
No.
don't think so.
Or maybe that's a feature. I only saw the picture of I think the ice can go in the neck part too,
Yes.
instead of
Oh,
just the back. Yeah.
Rachel's referring to the fact that we saw. So one
oh,
thing
never
just to
mind.
know, if you are
Yeah.
part of our gear friends, if you we're looking at gear. We're if we follow
Closely.
you, if we
We're
follow you,
screenshotting. We're zooming in. We want to know.
we're
You
zooming.
might as well just
If
tell
you are
us because
wearing
we're going to
something
find out.
new, like prototypes, anything, you will get
Yeah.
got because
Yeah.
we'll see it.
You will
That
see
was
it.
actually going to be my prediction that I thought of way too late was that I was going to try
Mm,
to think about how many prototype shoes we
Prototypes.
would see, but
yeah.
that's probably a good one to say for states and
Mhm.
Yeah.
UTMB. So,
For sure. Yeah, that was actually so we saw Anna Loudon posted she had a reel where I saw her ice bandana was attached with clippies or little
Buttons.
buttons. Yeah. I
oh,
wonder if that was a Anna Loudon custom thing that she did. So I have questions, but it looked pretty cool. And then it looked like it was attached on the back, maybe. So there was no bouncing because of the
Mm.
vest component. But yeah, that is keeping an eye out for that. But my second prediction was that we would see a belt on both the men's and women's side. And unfortunately, the women, and I'm just going to chalk this up to women just being smarter than just all around, just making more strategic decisions. But no women in the top 5 were wearing belts. We did see a belt in the top 5 on the men's side, which was quite surprising, considering what we just talked about with the aid stations being a
It was
far apart.
Canyon, right?
It was
yeah.
Canyon, yeah.
Was he also wearing your ice bandana?
I think he was. Yep. So thanks a lot, Canyon. Appreciate it. So yeah, and then my speed goat prediction, you guys, was a fail. I was feeling the love for the speed goats, and I figured that this race also, I feel on the women's side there were a lot of kind of to use the term from Single Track, random ballers, like on the women's side. And so I was like, I just know someone's going to be wearing speed goats, and there was someone wearing speed goats, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was shoes. Hopefully not the shoes, but
Annie was zooming in on photos, checking Stravas, like if
yeah.
you know of someone, if you or a loved one know of someone who is wearing Speed Goat 7s in the top 10 on either side, please
Reach out.
Let us know.
It would
Annie
make my
needs to
day.
know. Yeah.
Make my day. But yeah, it was so fun doing the gear predictions, and I think we're gonna continue the tradition of doing gear predictions before. And I think I'm gonna just stick with my strategy of just spitballing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Don't
Random
think about it too much. Yeah.
Go rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think next up, Rachel and I are both. Hopefully, I'll be at Twisted Fork 28K. Is that how far it is, Rachel? Is it
30K?
18K? I don't
18
know.
miles. It's 18 miles. 30K. Twisted Fork, 30K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe we'll do some gear predictions before that. And then obviously, I can't believe that Western States is next month. You guys, I'm so excited. It's
It's so soon.
It's going to be so
It's
good.
crazy.
so yeah, we'll do some gear predictions, and I'll actually be like on the ground at Western States. So hopefully I can really make sure we're
Only
getting
take pictures of shoes.
Yeah. Snapping,
Yeah. Just
zooming
like
in. If you're wearing a prototype, we will find it.
we will find you.
just be aware. I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
No
I
prototype is safe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. And I'll be at TrailCon 2 and probably Broken Arrow. I think we're just gonna do the whole week.
Oh, It's
So
a great time.
Yeah.
WGI on the ground.
totally.
I'm gonna try to make it, considering I'm only a couple hours away, but
Yeah.
I have at least one work thing the week after. So
Can't believe that work should just be
come
more
on, work.
understanding
Yeah.
of the fact that this is like one of the biggest weeks in trail running of the
Yeah.
year.
Our Salesforce migration should just wait.
It definitely should have been planned around Western States.
It
feel
definitely
like they
should
didn't
have.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was supposed to be done before, but that's just how it
Classic
works sometimes.
Salesforce migration.
Yeah.
as one would expect. It got delayed. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been really fun doing the gear predictions, and just so excited about all the new gear friends that we have in our WGI community. So, does anybody want to do the plug for WGI? I'll do it. Okay,
No, you do it.
smash the follow.
Yeah.
Smash the follow.
Like it, smash it, comment plus emojis,
Slide in our
share it with your
DM.
friends. Send us pictures of prototypes.
Yes.
Or things that you really like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you're I love when people DM us and ask us
tell us
questions.
what
It's so
you're
nice.
loving. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone tagged us, gosh, I think
Mel
it's
Mac.
Mel5 Mac. And I think she's in Australia, and she tagged us with the Brooks at Cascadia, Ellie, and said like I should basically be on Women's Gear Index. Like, yeah, tag us in the gear that you're wearing and loving and stoked on, or let us know what you want to know about.
Want to see. Yeah.
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 Agreed. Engage with us. We're your gear friends.
Yeah. Okay, and hopefully next up after sports bras, we've also been testing out some of the mount to coast shoes. Unfortunately, I always want to say hood to coast because that's the race in Oregon, but it is mount to coast. So we'll be talking mount to coast shoes, and then gear that we're still reaching for, gear that we want to be testing, and all of that. So, and also some ultra thoughts, I think, coming up next. So
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Lots of fun stuff. So as always, it's so fun catching up with you both. I love this time on Sundays. So
so great.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, see you guys later.
Till next time.
next time. Bye.
Bye.